In this practical session, we'll look into how we can possibly crack into WPA or WPA2 based access points. So if I go into the setup page of Cisco, you can see that my security mode is WPA and WPA2. I'm not using WEP, I'm using WPA or WPA2. So let's go to our favorite Kali Linux machine, and here you can see the network management manager is on. So the first thing that I'll do is I'll disable it. Already network manager seems to be creating a lot of problem with the aircrack ng suite. Okay, I'll start my wireless interface mon 0. Okay, I'll just verify if the mon 0 is up and running, and yes it is. So let's run an aerodump command and see the available wireless devices in my vicinity. Okay, so here you can see I have a Cisco based router which is using WPA2 and CCMP. So let's try to crack this. So what I'll do is, this is just a directory, so even if you don't type this, it won't create any problem. So what I'll do, I'll run aerodump ng specific to that particular BSS ID. The channel is 1. I'll write all the data packets to say WPA2 file, and interface would be mon 0. This is similar to what we used to do in the WEP based cracking method. So it is sending out beacon frames, and here you can see there are no client associated with it. What we are interested in a WPA handshake capture. So whenever some client connects to this WPA2 network, there occurs a four-way handshake. And if any client connects to the network, we'll be able to capture the four-way handshake. So what I'll do is I'll start my Wi-Fi in my mobile and I'll connect to the Cisco router. Now what will happen when I connect is, here you'll be able to see the client list, and along with that, here you'll see a WPA handshake. So let's try it out. Okay. So here you can see, as soon as my mobile client connected the Cisco router, it captured the WPA handshake. This is basically the four-way handshake that we are looking for. I'll control C it to stop. Now once we have captured the four-way handshake, now we can use dictionary or brute force method to crack it. So I'll do a ls, and this is the file which we are looking for in order to crack it. So in order to crack, I'll run aircrack ng command followed by the name of the file which consists the WPA handshake, and along with the dictionary file which is rocku.txt. I'll show you the rocku.txt before we actually perform this attack. I'll do nano root. It will take some time because it has something like 1,000,000 plus entries of various password combinations. Till the time it loads, I'll just explain you this command. So what this command will basically do is, It will see the password, or it will grab the password from the rocky.txt file, and it will try to apply that password to the four-way handshake, and it will verify if the password is right or wrong. So here you can see there are thousands of entries of different types of passwords. It is basically a possible type of passwords which might be common among various access points. So I'll run this, and here you can see aircrack ng is trying to crack a lot of password, and it finally managed to find the real password. Now it is not really that fast to crack such a combination of alphanumeric password. I had this entry inside the rocky.txt file. I'll just show you. I'll do a cat rocky.txt, and I'll grab. So here you can see I had manually entered my password between one of the entries inside the rocky.txt, and that is the reason it was able to crack it. Now the problem is, if you do not have one of the valid entries, then you won't be able to crack it. So one of the solution is you need to have a very big password file, typically of hundreds of millions of passwords, and hope that one of the passwords would be the valid password for the access point. If you're using some kind of a brute force method, as said, it might take few minutes, or it might even take lifetime to hack into the WPA2 based network. So we are really hoping if some kind of a solution comes up which can really speed up the WPA2 cracking process. So this is basic about WPA2 cracking. We'll be looking into various other passive based method through which we can crack WPA2. So I hope you got the basic information behind WPA2 cracking, and please try it in the practical session in your own labs. And thank you very much for watching.